Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to give you a technical breakdown of my double-handed backhand. If you've seen my previous videos, you might have seen a similar video on my slice backhand in this format where I show you through some footage on my iPad. If you want to see that one, check out the link above. So the other day I filmed some footage of me hitting backhands with my slinger bag and uploaded it onto Instagram. Here's the footage. I had a few comments from people asking if I could do a bit of a technical breakdown of it. So what I'm going to do in this video is watch the footage through with you and show you 4 checkpoints that I think can help you with your backhands. When you watch professional tennis players, you'll notice that there are lots of different styles to their ground strokes. And you as a tennis player will have your own style as well. So you don't want to copy everything on my backhand, but there are some fundamentals within your backhand which I'm going to go through in this video. I'll also talk about how styles may differ and how you can keep your own backhand style effective. So let's get into it. The 4 stages I'm going to go through are the preparation, the loading phase, the hitting phase, and the recovery. Now for any ground stroke, it's really important that you start in a good ready position with your feet, hips, racket and eyes all looking down the court. When I talk about the preparation phase, what I'm talking about is making sure that as soon as you know which direction the oncoming ball is coming to, you start your preparation with your unit turn. You'll see here that I'm using my outside leg to plant behind the line of the oncoming ball at the same time as my upper body and my hips are turning sideways. So within this preparation phase, it's really important that you're not just using your hands to take your racket back, but your legs, your hips, and your upper body as well. After you've initiated this preparation phase, your unit turn will continue to take the racket all the way back behind you. This is where you reach your loading phase. Now I'm going to show you this loading phase from a different view. Now this angle gives you the perfect view of the loading phase. As you can see, I've got a really wide base with my feet. Now this wide base allows me to transfer my body weight from my back leg onto my front leg, which as you can see has already started to happen. My racket head is held in a nice high position with my shoulders tilted towards the ball. Having a high take back allows you to drop the racket, utilizing gravity to start the acceleration towards the ball. You'll also notice that my eyes are still locked onto the ball. Now if we go back slightly, you'll notice from my ready position how I prepare my racket into the loading phase. I choose to take my racket directly back into this high position. Now, as I mentioned at the start, there are some different styles. A couple of ways you can take the racket to here are using a C shape, which is most commonly seen on the forehand side, where the racket takes a loop up and then drops towards the ball. Another way you can prepare the racket into this high position is by using what I call the Nike swoosh. So from your ready position, dropping the racket down and then back up to here before dropping and driving back up towards the ball. Getting into this high position with your shoulders tilted down to the ball and your wide stance is crucial in loading ready for the ball. The next phase is the hitting phase, and you'll notice here my body weight continues to drive forwards, my racket starts to drop, and just before I contact the ball, you'll notice my racket head is lower than the height of my ball. Now here I'm hitting a very flat backhand. If I wanted to put more topspin on the ball, I would need to get this racket head to dip slightly lower. This would allow me to get more of an upward brushing motion towards the ball. Through the hitting phase, you'll notice that when I get to my contact point, I've still got a wide stance, but now my body weight has transferred onto my front leg. My hips and chest have squared onto the court, my arms are straight, my eyes are locked onto the ball, and I've made contact with it in front of my body and around waist height. I've got a really strong, stable hit here as my arms are straight and in front of me. If we check out this from another angle, you'll notice that my contact point is also quite far to the side of my body. This allows me to drive with my non-dominant hand, keeping it nice and straight, extending all the way through the ball, like so. At the end of the swing, you'll notice that my non-dominant hand is still straight, but my dominant arm is bent at a 90-degree angle here. It's pointing across to the side fence. Having this spacing under your arm allows that extension through the ball and getting enough lift on the ball to get it up and over the net. After the swing is finished, you'll notice that my outside leg plants, allowing me to then push off back to the middle of the court. You can see that really well from this last angle here, where after I've planted my outside leg, I've driven back using a crossover step to get back to my ready position. So let's look through this footage one more time to go through the 4 checkpoints. Checkpoint number 1 is ensuring that I'm using my outside leg and unit turn to prepare before the ball lands. Once I get into this loading phase, my racket head is nice and high with a good shoulder tilt and good body weight transfer going forwards. My non-dominant hand stays straight through the contact, extending all the way through the ball with a nice high finish and outside leg planting so that I could push off back towards the middle. From this next angle, you can see again that I've used my outside leg to plant behind the ball with my unit turn. My right leg has stepped in, allowing me to get good body weight transfer going forwards while I'm dropping the racket and driving up through the ball, extending through, really driving with my non-dominant hand, getting that nice high finish at the end and planting my outside leg ready to recover. One more time with this final angle. Again, outside leg planted behind the ball, really good unit turn with that upper body. Racket head nice and high, allowing me to drop and drive up through the ball. From this angle, you can really see both of my arms nice and straight here, and how my left arm stays really straight through the hit and beyond. So there you go, that's the technical breakdown of my backhand. I hope you gained something from this. If you did, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Take care, I'll see you next time.